Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about an interview that Gigi gave explaining a few things about Marc Marquez coming to Gresini Ducati for the 2024 season. Now, in this interview, we all know that it has not yet been officially announced by Gresini that Marc will join them for the 2024 season, but everyone on the street knows that it is going to happen. But one of the first things that Delinea was asked during this interview was how long the negotiations with Marc Marquez were going on for. And Delinea said, not for very long. But I want to reiterate one thing. This is not my idea. It was the team Gresini's idea that they decided that they would make the deal with Marc Marquez. It is clear for me, I am very happy to see riders on my bike who go very fast. He was then asked about Marc's contract length and specifically asked whether it was a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal. And Gigi confirmed that it will be a 1-year deal with the Gresini team. Now, I found this quite interesting, but the next part of the questioning that came out was that they asked Delinea who from Marc's inner circle was going to come with him. And Delinea also answered and he said, I believe Marc will come to Gresini Ducati alone. So I think this is going to be quite big for Marc Marquez, that if he is going to leave Honda, he is going to leave a factory setup, and he's also going to leave it without the crew chief that have been with him, especially Sante Hernandez, all these years, and he's going to work with someone new. So I think it's definitely going to be an issue for Marc, I suppose, just to learn and understand and build a relationship with the engineers. The other thing that Delinea spoke about with that, they have 8 MotoGP riders in a team where, certainly one of the biggest stars is going to arrive. And he said, this is always a worry. This is one of the big challenges to be faced. We will have to be good at managing strong riders and strong characters. But beyond Marc, there is already important concentration of champions within the team. Perhaps one arrives that is more cumbersome, but this is the job we know how to do. And I think this is a very, very strong message from Gigi Delinea. And I will still go back to, and I know people may not believe it, but I still believe that Ducati or Marc was never on Ducati's radar. I think Gresini has seized an opportunity to get an unhappy Marquez off the Honda and into their team, which any team with a vacant seat would 100% do. And I definitely believe that, and I've said this a number of times on the podcast, that if Ducati really wanted Marc, they would have given him exactly what he wanted. He would have had a Pramac seat, he would have had, or a factory seat. If they really wanted him, they would have been, in my view, like KTM, they would have cut someone very quickly to do it, but that didn't happen. I know there was talk about Ducati wanted a 2-year deal. My original source said that was not a factory or a Pramac seat. That was actually Gresini wanted a 2-year deal, but it would put Marc out of sync, and Marc didn't want that. But I definitely think it is an interesting phrase from Gigi Delinea. Really good interview. So it gives us some insight into what's going on, how Ducati are going to protect themselves from their secrets being brought over to other manufacturers should Marc leave for KTM or Aprilia in 2025. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of Gigi Delinea's words? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.